Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I have the Eufy robot vacuum, the Omni S1 Pro. My life is full of messes. I've got messes every day, no matter where I am or where I'm working. Whether it's my busy household, with the friends and the people and the cat, life is just messy. Part of what I do in the office is check my videos, and often get really excited if there's a big one that's gone viral. And I'm drinking my coffee often and think, oh wow, look at that. Well, then a mess happens because I'm just messy. They sometimes call me Messy Becky in some of my videos. Can't help it, it's just part of me. And with my coffee addiction, it seems to happen often. And if you've seen any of the reviews on my channel, you know I like to give them a really big test. This Eufy robot vacuum Omni S1 Pro is really great about scrubbing. So let me show you that. With some toothpaste. That's a big mess down there. Splish splash and the toothpaste racetrack. Let's see it, get it. And just with the app, you go into the Omni S1 Pro and you enter. So we see the map. Let me show you how I got it to map. Let's rewind a little bit. I went to settings and then I clicked manage map. I hit the plus sign in the top right corner and I added the map of my office. And here is what it looked like mapping. Right on the phone, you can see it creating that map. That's amazing AI intelligence at work for you for this cleaning technology. So I wanted to clean my office, so I enter the mode. So on the mode menu, there's two modes. There's
vacuum mode
and there's
mopping mode.
I went in mopping mode. And there's different choices for section. Check this out. This is quiet mode. The next one is standard mode. There's turbo mode and max mode. That'd be for vacuuming, but we're mopping this time. So in mop settings, there's soft mop, there's standard mop, and deep mop. I always go for the deep mop. I just like that. I want the best clean I can get. That's just me though. And then there's cleaning times. You can have it on 1 time or you can have it on 2 times. Well, there's toothpaste on there. Let's give it a double round. I'm all set up, so I tap out of it. So the play button on the bottom makes it go. Let's start with the water it's going to clean this floor with. Eufy has a patented EcoClean Ozone water filter within this, so you have clean water coming out of your machine onto your floor. That EcoClean Ozone tank is an ozone generator in the base station. We can see it as it creates ozonated water just out of your tap water, and that ozonated water has removed up to 99.9% of any bacteria. So it's super clean water that goes into your water tank for better disinfection of your floors. Off to the races it goes. It has filled its water tank with a mix of that clean ozone water and detergent. It has put just the right amount of detergent automatically into its water tank that's going to go through those mop heads to clean up your messiest of messes like I've made here. That 3D matrix eye is the obstacle detection. It's on the lookout for obstacles. Because I had mapped it previously, it knew how to attack the room it was in. And going over the mess, it knows that this is the messiest part of the floor. Now let me tell you about those mopping pads that are working underneath it. As it goes back and forth, underneath it, it has those scrubbing pads. Those mopping pads are spinning at 170 rotations per minute. That rotation gives it a friction while it's scrubbing your floor. And while they're spinning, it's continuously cleaning and rinsed by that mix of your ozonated clean water and the detergent. And at the same time, the mopping pads are pressing down. Check it as it goes over this toothpaste. In one swipe, and this is just the first clean, it got up 90% of that toothpaste, which was stuck to the floor. And that's because besides spinning at 170 rotations per minute, it is putting down 2.2 pounds of pressure. Now, you and I know, if we were doing this manually with a mop, we would have to scrub that area and keep rinsing our mop back and forth to get that toothpaste off. But the Eufy Robot Vacuum Omni S1 Pro's mopping system is working hard so you don't have to. It is pressing down and spinning to clean this very filthy floor. I wanted to give it a good test. Now with the camera down on the floor, we see the mopping pads roller right there in the back. That's what's spinning around so fast. You see that? On the left side, you see the orange dot. The roller's right underneath there. With the 3D matrix eye obstacle avoidance, you can see it not hitting the base of my desk. That's because the S1 Pro's advanced obstacle avoidance system includes what they call as active binocular infrared imaging technology. So I could be cleaning this room in the dark if I wanted to, and it uses an RGB camera, red, green, blue camera, with double lenses, which is what mimics human vision. It is seeing the environment that it needs to clean, and it pre-mapped this room to be efficient with the way it's cleaning it. They use a true course mapping. That's the name of the program they have, which employs a very powerful LiDAR and 3D SLAM technology. And LiDAR means it's detecting light and ranging, and that SLAM, S-L-A-M technology, stands for simultaneously localization and mapping. So a LiDAR-based SLAM is a technology that uses laser beams. You don't see them, but they're happening here. And that's what generated that highly accurate 3D map it already has stored with its smart home intelligence. Now check out how it's cleaning the base of my fireplace. That's a very dusty area. The soot always seems to travel from the fireplace right into that edge. It's always dirty. The Eufy Robot Vacuum Omni S1 Pro has precision in how it cleans corners and edges. That square design of the S1 Pro is tackling those hard-to-reach areas right there at the edge. I love that. I don't have to come along and clean that manually later. It is giving it a thorough deep clean. So edges like this and baseboards get cleaned. It knows it can't fit between my desk and the fireplace. I should have moved my desk over a couple inches so it could have gotten that area. But for demonstration purposes, you can see what I'm talking about here. It's even cleaning the side of the edges of my desk with the precision edge cleaning technology, even around my curtains. And look at it going around this corner here. Now we can see it move around the way it does for a 90-degree corner. That's because of its special shape. It can do that. It is a rounded square in design to get those corners that are 90 degrees clean. The mop is always clean. When it needs more water and more detergent, we can see it here jumping back into the machine to get refreshed as it goes back to its station to change out that dirty water, get more, a little more detergent, and it will dry the mopping pads in between the cleaning, which means it's not going to drag around germs and dirt from one cleaning to the next. There are no odors from mildewed mopping pads. The heat drying feature of that roller mopping pad means the mop is always clean when it's being used. And while it's heating and disinfecting the mopping roller, it will tell you in the display. It tells you where it's at in the cycle. I thought that was fascinating. In real time, it's letting you know how it's operating. And then the next screen you see is drying the mop. And with the bar on the bottom, you can see the progress of drying the mop. And after it's done with that turbo cleaning twice, let me show you how great my office floor looks. It got up all of that toothpaste and all of the coffee. And to change the tank out, you just pull it up. I took mine to the sink, and I'm dumping out all that dirty water. You can see the coffee and the toothpaste had mixed up with the detergent. Those are what those suds are. And then I swish it out with some clean water and rinse out and dump that down the sink. I give it a couple of rinses. And then I dry it off with a paper towel. Snap back on the lid, and back into the tank it goes, ready to collect the next batch of dirty water. I made this big mess on the floor. That's mustard and ketchup. Now, mustard has a lot of oil in it. It's really sticky. And ketchup has a lot of sugar in it. So I made this big mess and big design. It was time for my Eufy S1 Pro to show what it's made of to go after that mess. Aim, shoot, and fire. Go get that mess. In that Eufy S1 Pro, there is a water tank in that disc. And that water tank is set up to get a lot of mess with sanitized, clean water with a little detergent. And in a very methodical way, the Eufy S1 Pro went after that mustard and that ketchup. Now I am showing this real time. This is a not sped up video, so you can see how fast it cleans up. The S1 Pro can clean 10 square feet in just over a minute. That's the fastest cleaning action for a mop I've seen yet in technology. This is the year 2024. Now this mess is a wet mess, but it's also able to remove dried on messes in case the stuff had dried onto the floor. Underneath it, it has a roller that is cleaning with a new part of that rolling pad, and I'm going to show you more details later on how that works. But the rolling pad as it rolls through, comes up with clean, disinfected, and water that has detergent in it. With every inch, it advances on your dirty floor. Now, I put a few cameras on this so we can see at different angles how it's cleaning. I want you to notice, as it goes over the path, it really gets that on the first path. Now, that is new. I hadn't really seen that before. The first time it's cleaning this floor, it's cleaning all of it. We can see the glistening floor after only one pass of this area, which is exceptionally dirty. Now, something else I like is on the app, I'm seeing it clean the floor. It's going to give me a full color picture of its cleaning progress. Now, my kitchen is a very small kitchen, and this is just for demonstration purposes about how it can clean a really big mess like that. What is interesting is because it has a roller mop underneath it, it picks up the mess, and then within the machine itself, it is sucking up that ketchup and mustard and cleaning the roller mop every time it goes around and within the machine and comes back out with clean, sanitized, and detergent water, so it continues to clean without dragging the mess onto the floor. Now, this is what's very special and new about the Eufy S1 Pro. Never before has a mopping robot vacuum taken the mess away and comes back down with the roller with clean water as it progresses through the area. Eufy has a whole product team of engineers that designed this. They had studied previous mopping robots and found that just swishing it around on the pads onto a dirty floor doesn't really clean the floor efficiently, that the mess just gets swished around and you have to clean it many, many times before it's finally clean. That's why this roller mop is so special about this mopping. It's breaking industry norms. It's unique, unlike their competitors with the flat or dual spin mops. The S1 Pro uses this innovative roller mop. So every pass on every inch of that floor is getting that clean roller mop and clean water with a little detergent on it. And let me show you how it gets the edges too. This robot mop knows how to get into crevices, along baseboards. It's got a low profile, and it really goes at it. It wants to make sure it gets every inch of your kitchen. Now, I like that. My kitchen has a lot of cabinets and different appliances sticking out. Well, the Eufy S1 Pro knew to go around everything and to keep out the job until that full room was clean in every corner. It has a square shape on it, and that really helps for kitchens with baseboards because the square shape makes sure that even corners get clean. As we're watching this, I want you to notice that the Eufy S1 Pro did not have to go back to the mother station to clean anything and get fresh water. It has a high capacity for one cleanup with what it carries in its tank to do a big mess like that. Isn't that amazing? I've done a lot of vacuum reviews, and for me, this is amazing. Now I'm going to show you that mess start to finish with my fast motion camera so you can really see all the action and you can see for yourself how clean all those passes are, so that every time it goes over the dirty wet mess, by the time it covers over that mustard and ketchup, the floor is clean and glistening behind it. Check that out. Now I'll show you later, but on the app I actually had to do 2 cleaning passes because I knew this was an extra dirty kitchen and the floor would be extra messy with all this. So I just thought for good measure I would do a second cleaning as well. And when it finishes with the room, it'll go right back to this charging station. It's going to expel the dirty water into the dirty tank, and then it's going to refresh itself with new water, and it's cleaning the roller at the same time. And it even tells you it's doing that. And that water has reverse osmosis, so it's sterile and clean. Now on the app, which was really easy to control, I wanted it to vacuum and mop my kitchen, and I also wanted to use the turbo cleaning because I knew it was a really big mess. So I set it for turbo, and I wanted my mop setting on really big cleaning with a lot of water because this was going to be a challenge. And on big messes, 2 cleaning times is a good thing to do. So your mopping is one and done right out of the cleaning station. Now let me show you my messy living room where people come through the door and they track in everything from the outside. And here we see a lot of grass and a lot of dirt. And we see a hardwood floor and my carpeting and my furniture. What's interesting is the Eufy S1 Pro can differentiate between hardwood floors and carpet. See how it's whisking on those side brushes and getting that grass into itself? It's pushing the grass with those 2 dual whisking brushes, pushing the grass right into the center so it can suck that up into the dust collection bin within itself. This robot vacuum has the D2F LiDAR mapping technology. They call it true course mapping. LiDAR is just an acronym for a light detection and ranging, and that is a remote sensing method for creating 3D models of the real world. And Eufy has incorporated the top of this technology in their Eufy S1 Pro. And this LiDAR technology is detecting everything in the room to make the most efficient path to clean the room. And that LiDAR technology is capable of detecting large obstacles up to 39 feet away. And it creates a 2D global map, so it knows the room and learns it quickly. And it even has a 3D SLAM algorithm. And what that 3D SLAM algorithm means is 3D simultaneous localization and mapping. And that maps the environment and also locates its own position within the environment. That's just amazing how far technology has come. This is the same technology used in NASA's Mars landing project. That's how advanced the Eufy S1 Pro is. Now we're watching it clean my living room, and this is how I've arranged my furniture, but if I were to move it around, it wouldn't have any trouble figuring out where to go to clean. It can quickly adjust its cleaning route without interrupting its quick cleaning process. And if the room is dark, it's able to do all of that in the dark too. Some robot mopping vacuums are not able to work in the dark. This is a big difference with the Eufy S1 Pro. And along with the mapping, it also knows not to fall down my stairs and my steps. Its sensors lets it know there is a drop, so it's not going to hurt itself or damage itself by falling down my stairway. It's able to handle vacuuming and mopping from the floor. It'll pick up the roller pad, so it's not going to make your carpets wet. And that's a very thick carpet. It's about a threshold height above the floor. That threshold doesn't bother at all, goes right up in the carpet, hops on there and cleans it, and then goes back to the floor and mops the floor. We also see it going underneath the table, and it's really getting close to those legs around the table. It knows to get the edges of the area it's cleaning really clean. That was impressive. It wasn't going to give up and go away from those legs. It was going to go around those legs and clean.
Not only does it not go down the stairs, but it also cleans a whole large area of this kind of hard surface floor. It could go for 5,000 square feet of a full house. Well, my house is only about 2,000 square feet, and it has made up of carpets and floors, but you get the idea. The capacity of the Eufy S1 Pro is amazing for floor washing, and the versatility for it to know what's the floor to wash and what's the carpet to vacuum. That combo of the mop and vac is amazing on how it makes your life easier. You don't need to split up those tasks.
Now on this setting, I knew I just needed to dust the floor. I did not need to mop it really heavily like my kitchen floor, so it did the light mopping on the floor, but not heavy with water, which is just what I wanted for this wood floor in my living room. I don't want it too saturated with water. And because of the efficiency of the Eufy S1 and the speed it cleans, my living room was clean in no time. It went back home to recharge. It was finished with the task. The Eufy S1 Pro has mapping for 4 different rooms, and this is a room I like to clean a lot. What a good job it did. Because this is the front room of my house. I want it to look good for company.
Wow, look how clean my floor is, and sterile too. That's just really an advancement in technology.
Now this is one of my spare bedrooms, and this is where my cat likes to hang out. Oh, that cat spends so much time underneath the bed, and that cat makes a big mess under the bed, and the dust bunnies get under there too. Under the bed is always mystery territory. A lot of households with pets have this issue. Whether it's a dog or the cat going underneath the bed, you really don't want to know what's going on down there. So that's when the Eufy S Pro is perfect. I sent mine under the bed to do the magic. And under my bed, I even have the stands of the mattress support. I put it on mop and vacuum, and you can see it's sucking everything up and it's mopping at the same time. That's why you see the floor shiny and wet, because it's mopping at the same time it's vacuuming. That's how efficient it is. It can do both. It's going to leave no dust or debris behind, and by mopping, it gets all the little particles of dust into the roller. You can see that roller working and scrubbing underneath the bed. That was impossible before having a robot vacuum. And with the Eufy S1 Pro, it's putting clean, ozone-infused water that is disinfecting that floor. So no matter what mess your cat or dog is left underneath, it's going to clean it well with disinfectant. No germs are going to be left behind. What a great job. It did the whole floor in that room. And the Eufy S1 Pro has a really narrow design. It's not going to take up the whole room with an ugly robot vacuum. It's sleek and efficient in size too. Doesn't have a big footprint. Let's see what all happened with that kitty debris. The top is magnetized, so it comes right out. That's really cool. Here is the basket. We're going to take that out. And it has instructions on the top that's really easy to understand. You pop it off from the side. Here's that HEPA filter. About once a month when it gets really dirty, I will wash this. And you just use normal sink water. Clean it out. And then I'll dry it for a day. So 24 hours on a paper towel, and it's like new. And that's what it looks like underneath it. And then to open to get the debris out, you just press this level here, and there is all that was underneath the bed. Oh, yuck. I'm cleaning that out. Look at all that. These are the dust bunnies. Back in it goes. And put the lid on it. I'm flipping it over because I want to show you the uniqueness of this roller brush. I'm taking it out, and with all that hair in my house, there's very little to clean after all of that. That's unique because it doesn't stick in the brush. That's great. I put the housing back just like that. It snaps right in place. Now this scrubbing mopping brush is the unique design that it goes around and around versus mopping pads. This is innovative. And because it's getting fresh water as it's turning, with that ozone water and that detergent, it's cleaning your floors with a fresh part of that mop. This roller brush is why the Eufy S1 Pro is such a sanitizing, cleaning mopping machine. The give lets you know it can go up and down thresholds with ease. The Duo side brushes is what whisks in all the dirt and debris when you're vacuuming into the roller brush, which is going to suck it up inside. And the navigational wheel is up front, and it's so efficient with turning around the robot when it's in motion. And after big cleaning jobs, you're going to want to change that water. So you just pull it up from the back, and you just dump it down the sink. There's that water from the mustard and ketchup mess. It's time to clean that out. And just normal tap water, I just give it a rinse. And back in it goes, ready to catch the next messy wet mess. When you order your Eufy S1 Pro, it comes right to your door. I open the box, and this is the first thing you see in the box. It comes right away with the S1 Pro Quick Start Guide on top. I took that off, and these are the different layers. From the styrofoam, then we see the unit, and everything's wrapped really well so it won't get scratched during shipping. I put everything on my counter so you could see everything you get in the box. I took off all the plastic and the styrofoam and laid everything out. Now here is the body of the Eufy S1 Pro. It's tall and cylindrical, and here is a close-up of the disc. I like on the front it said 3D matrix eye. That's the eyeball so it can see where it's going. That's how it can navigate around your house. Here is everything all brand new. There we see the roller on the top, and then the roller where the suction takes place. We see the two whisking brushes on the side. At the very bottom of the screen, we see the navigational wheel. Now this is the back of the machine, and I took off that back panel so we can see what's inside. There's a QR code for connection and downloading the app, and here are the connectors. The one on the left goes right into the machine, and the one on the right is a 3-prong plug that goes into any North American standard 3-prong outlet. And when you plug it in, the lights go on, and it starts talking to you.
Powered on. Charging.
To download the app is easy. On the Quick Start Guide, I just put in the scan code for the app download. The other two are for tutorials on how to use it, and the manual. Quickly, I came up to Eufy Clean. I installed that, and it's like any app you install. You put an email address, your password, and then you pick out which machine it is you got. This is the S1 Pro. And then with that, it even tells you what buttons you have to press on the Eufy S1 Pro. That was fantastic. It made it super easy, easier than any other robot vacuum download I've ever had to do. In no time, it was all set up. And now, on the app on your phone, I wanted to show you all the different options. Vacuum and mop, the suction powers, the mop settings, and the number of times to do a cleaning pass. Super easy. And then I want to show you how it's mapping here. Look at this. It is figuring out where it's going, and in real time I'm showing you how it's mapping and creating a map of the room. This is for my kitchen. It came partially charged, but I kept charging it. I wanted to be at 100%. Only takes a few hours to do that. So I took out the water tank, and here's what it looks like without the water tank. Now there's an impression there. Now that's where you're gonna have to put the detergent. It comes with the detergent. So I put the detergent in there. That's with the green little sign on it. That's the detergent it comes with. Now I take the top off, and I'm putting water in it. It has a max line, so you don't overfill it. Normal tap water is all it takes. It fills up with 3 liters of water. That's just under a gallon. And with that much water, it can clean an entire 5,000 square foot house. That's amazing with that one water tank. Now this is something really interesting about the Eufy S1 Pro. It has an EcoClean Ozone. The base station's clean water tank is equipped with an ozone generator that is utilizing your normal tap water to produce ozone. Now that special ozone water it's created is what's injected into the mop water tank. That's inside the floor sweeper. And that special ozone water, it's what's used for cleaning the mop as it's washing the floor. Now the sterilization rate of ozone water is up to 99.99%. That is sterile water that roller mop has been getting on it every time with every roll it's making as it continuously cleans itself to roll and clean your floor. And that ozone, it's what's eliminating E. coli bacteria and other germs that you don't want on your floor. See that ozone going up into the water, those little clouds there? That's also going to give your cleaning better indoor air quality. It's great for people that are sensitive with respiratory issues or weakened immune systems. Ozone water is just cleaner to use when cleaning your floor, especially the way the Eufy S1 dispenses it while it's cleaning. So going from a very dirty floor to the clean floor, you're using the very cleanest of water to clean that. And the ozone water leaves no chemical residue on your floor. All kinds of messes can come in, from germs and dirt from outside into your house. And then there's the cats and the pets that make a big mess in the house. The Eufy S1 Pro will make those messes disappear in the most sanitary of ways to give your house the sparkle that you want to live in. Isn't it amazing what the Eufy company has brought to us with the Eufy Robot Vacuum Omni S1 Pro? Because it's so much more pleasant, whether it's your work environment or your household with the kids and the cats, to be in a clean environment. Thank you so much, Eufy. Click the link below to get the Eufy Robot Vacuum Omni S1 Pro. It's right there in the description box. It's amazing what new technology we have in cleaning technology with Eufy. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for a clean office. Like, it's really hard to keep my office clean. It's usually a big mess, but I kind of cleaned it up just for you. Where's all my papers? I must now go look at that box that's over there. See you next time. If you like this video, here's some over there, including other great Eufy products. I got a whole lot right there.